a very critical turn. We're about 6.5 miles away from Bristol Mountain. You just see we're by County Road 32. And so you don't actually go down by Bristol. You don't go straight down by Bristol. You're at Cafe Soul over here on the corner. You actually turn here and you go up to the top of Bristol like if you were cross-country skiing. So don't make that mistake. They say that happens a lot. Now I almost missed this turn to South Hill Road, so don't you make that same mistake. And here's the final turn to the Aerial Adventures. It goes down a really small dirt road, but don't go that way. Go over here. So towards the cross-country ski place. Alright, so we're all harnessed up. Some of the really cool things I like about the harness is it holds good and tight. You know, you feel like you're not really going to go anywhere. You got these really cool belay things that once you clip them in, you know, one always has to be clipped in. So we can't unclip both of them. So it's impossible to completely unclip from everything. So that makes me feel pretty safe while I'm up there. I tried to one time and I wasn't able to. So safe. So make sure when you get here, fill out a waiver, have a driver's license or something available for the harnesses there. And make sure you go to the bathroom before you get harnessed up. That's a really helpful thing too. And we're about to go through ground school. All right, behind me is where they're doing the ground school. And so it's just like a really low platform where they're going to walk us through just some of the basics of how to interact with the course. Here's the first element on the yellow course we're on. It's a little teeter-totter thing. But as you can see, there's tons of cables around. So it's really not that rough. The next element's like a little netting there. And then one's a little bridge going between some netting. It looks like some logs there and just a few other little swingy things, but everything's clipped in really, really well. So this is our yellow course. So this is yellow, and it's kind of tricky. So even if you never made it to blue or black, you still have to have a pretty good time. But again, lots of good cables around, and the bridges are fairly short on yellow. They're not quite as far distances. What do you think, Andrew? Pretty cool? Fun. Hey! Got it! Clever turn, but you got it. Right, so here's the main station. All the trails come off of there. So they all break out from here like a big spider. Here's the first element of green. Got some little balance beam thingies on ropes. Here's Andrew finishing that off. We're kind of waiting for a couple people here. Then we got a little beam going across here. We've got some wiggly X's there. Here we are in blue. Andrew's got to climb down this ladder here that wiggles quite a bit there. And then the next one is some little crisscrossy logs here. And there's a bailout on this one, so if you don't want to go any farther, you can stop. And there's some little dangling logs. I think it's a tricky one. It becomes a lot more upper body, so blue starts to really surprise you with how much you have to use your arms. So the level definitely goes up. Yellow, green, and blue goes woo, difficult, but pretty fun. All right, see you later. All right, they even have a kids course, and as you can see, you can basically reach your kid at any moment on there. So you got the kids in there. I think 4 years old maybe? I'm not sure what exactly the age is, but they even have a little zip line, but it stays nice and low for them, and you can coach them as they go through. So for the whole family. So I'm black right here. An example of the unsteadiness is what Andrew's about to attempt here. So you get an idea how wiggly it is by watching him go through. So it just wiggles all over the place, so he's using upper body a lot there. So now some require a lot of upper body. The one we just got through didn't require a lot of upper body, so you got a chance to rest. Now, if you're a finesse person, I don't know if Andrew and I are finesse people as much, you can get through with more balance and less upper body. Here's another example here. We got some logs with some loops through them. Yeah, they're gonna move around pretty good. Those move around pretty good too. And I think those ones over there were my nemesis. You can't even see them, but we'll get it. We'll get it. Conquer the black. All right, this is Andrew finishing the black. The scariest part right here is just a jump out into nothing. Oh, so graceful, so beautiful. High five, brother.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
What do you think?
definitely
good,
recommend.
Good adventure?
Yeah.
All right. Should we go through black again?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we finished our adventure here, and so this is a great thing for everybody. You know, there's going to be certain people that are going to have more difficulty. So if you have a joint replacement or a rotator cuff injury, I wouldn't recommend it. You know, but if you can balance, if you can walk along a curve for like 10, 20 feet, you know, and handle that kind of balance, you can handle yellow and green. You know, and for blue, you know, I recommend being able to do, you know, some push-ups from toes. Maybe push-ups from toes, you might have enough strength to handle the blue. And then for the black, you're probably going to be able to handle a chin-up or two in order to be able to handle a black horse. And so, or many more. You know, I found it challenging, and I can do just shy of 20 chin-ups. And my wife could do about 12 if she made it through. My brother made it through. I don't know how many you can do, but you know, it's good to be able to have a little bit of reserve strength when you get yourself into a tricky spot. So those are my recommendations, but there's enough yellows and greens and all sorts of stuff like that to keep your family busy, to keep everybody having a good time, and the kids' course. So I recommend it. So I got an A+ from Tall Trainer, and it's a great way to get a total body workout too. So have fun, be safe.